Good morning, guys. So today I'm going to go over a few things with you. I've got Eric's 1973 and a half CIS engine ready to build. We've got everything back from Ollie's. I want to go over the build with you. I'll show you all that stuff. The motor is taken out to a 2.7. So this is going to be an exciting build and going into a beautiful car, which we will definitely do video on. Very exciting car. Anyhow, the car, the 88 Carrera, we did a video on and tearing the motor down. That motor is all complete, ready to go. Sean brought me the transmission from California Motorsports yesterday. I put the whole thing together. New clutch plate with the updated clutch plate. We got rid of the big rubber hubby guy, and a new pressure plate, new ring gear, new starter. I showed you the issues with the ring gear, with the starter when we tore it down. So if you go back in that video, you'll be able to see this car, what it was before. Anyhow, so Paul has been great. He's got the few of the parts that we needed to order. Actually ordered some parts from Dave Bohane, which got us a new fan housing. The other one was cracked up pretty bad, and I decided didn't want to use it. So we got that from Dave at Road and Race. Thank you, Dave. And also, like I said, the trans was just done. And let me show you the motor and we'll go over that. So this is Paul and Betty's Carrera that they'll be cruising around here in Havasu. Havasu local car. It's awesome. Really clean. Super clean car. Look at that. Beautiful. All original. So what we did was, so far, we've changed the oil lines. These were tough, very tough. If you've ever had to change these, you know how tough it is. I actually had to cut a notch in here, and you have to be super careful not to tag the aluminum housing here, because if you do, you'll ruin those threads, and they're very soft. And same with this other one. So I had to cut those off, chisel them off, break the collars in half, and got those out replaced. So, and they were really pretty bad shape. So we've done that. And also what we did is we prepped the engine compartment. I've did a nice clean out on it. And then I replaced this blanket, which is the sound pad, glued that in there. This here I got from AppBiz, from Bob. Bob does a really nice version of this. It's foamed all the way through. This is what they call the deluxe. It's a super nice product. There's other ones out there, and they ask the same money, if not a little more. And it's just a really, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a really crappy foam. It's really soft, and it's covered with like this plastic stuff. It's super light, and I doubt that it does anything like this one does for sound deadening. So AppBiz, you can get Bob on eBay under, like I said, AppBiz. Or if you want, let me know and I'll put you in contact with him. We can buy it directly from him. Also does carpet kits, the correct carpet kits, to tell you that, and a few other products, door cards, things like that. Bob's awesome. Okay, like I said, I've been saying since I started this channel a year ago, I got the best guys in this industry. So anyhow, let's look at the motor. So there it is. It's a 3.2, and it's still a 3.2. And we've taken everything apart. You saw the tear down of this. Intake manifolds, I sent them over to Ollie's. He tumbled them up, got them really super clean. I believe Zane over there spent quite some time getting them really nice. It had a lot of corrosion on it, mold. It was a little bit of a wet motor, so we did CAD plate on everything, put new fuel injectors in it. I'm running a bypass pipe on there. I got that from 911 Design, and it's actually a really nice piece. So the exhaust heat exchangers I've replaced with factory ones. I'll do a video of underneath the car when it's all inside. Anyways, those are a very nice, rust-free. Got those off of eBay for about, I think I paid around close to $300 a piece for them. They're super nice. The other ones are pretty rusted. I literally took the other exhaust off and just kept it in one piece, and You know what, matter of fact, let me show it to you. Let me show you the other exhaust, okay? Look at this. Here's the other exhaust. And this is why I decided to leave it in one piece. As you can see, look at the hardware on it. See that? Literally all has to be cut off to replace it. And the top collars there, I wasn't excited about. So I went ahead and replaced all that, got rid of that big muffler there, and now we're running it all stock and original. So that's what it looked like. So let's go back to the car, show you the motor here again. So transmission, totally rebuilt by Sean over at California Motorsports. A lot of you guys know him, or if you don't know him, you should. He's an amazing builder on these things, and his finish is incredible. Look at the finish on that. That's beautiful. Okay, so there's your new starter. We put all new fuel lines on this. It actually had some fuel lines that were clamped on here. You don't do that. This is a pressure system, so that's not a good idea. And this is just kind of a walk around this 3.2. Here's the fan. We got this fan from Dave Bohane, like I was saying. Got new wires on it, and she's ready to rock and roll. Also, Zane spent a lot of time in that fan, making that fan look nice like that. And I completely took everything off, got it all sent over to my guy Jose that does my plating, and he did a beautiful job on all the plating. All the rails, everything got done. So, and then, like I said, a new muffler, and the exhaust on this is all done. So anyway, so this is going to go in the car this morning actually, and I'm pretty excited to get this car back on the road here and have this. So hopefully everything goes great today. I would most likely be starting this thing up tonight. We put a new filter in there. That's all good. Everything's it's all ready to go in. And you can see you take this off, the pump off. Don't disconnect the lines. This one is pressurized. Paul said it does work. So I didn't run it myself. So we didn't open any of those lines. That's good. This is a cover you can buy. I forgot who made this. It's Culligan Custom. It's just a cover for the back pockets. Kind of cool to work on. What is good and nice about it is it has a nice plastic hard piece here, like this, to actually lay that on. And I still put a towel anyways, just because. So anyway, so that's Paul and Betty's Carrera. It's going together today. That's going to be exciting. It's really nice when you get it all to this point. And like I said, you can watch the teardown video of this. It was a little bit of a mess. And you definitely change these lines here. All these lines right from eBay. It's a Euro part. Everybody sells them. eBay, you're going to get your best price out of them. Okay? All right. So same with the starter. You know, starters, factory, we're good. Everything's good. I'm excited. Sean does the new ground strap. I mean, there's nothing got missed on this. This is really a nice build. So anyhow, all right. So that's coming up. Next, I want to go to Eric's motor. So this is a 911 91, which you guys that know your numbers right there, 911-91. Okay, so this is actually the 73.5 911 case. So this motor was the very first CIS injected motor, and this is in a coupe. I actually sold this coupe to Eric and his dad, probably 14 years ago or so. And it was just a really cool car with a lot of options. And now the car is done in a beautiful blue. And I will definitely do a video on that car. When his car is done, I'm telling you, he's done an amazing job in it. He's been very patient. It's taken time to build this car, but when you look at it, you understand why. It's a very nice car. And the motor, we have a 2.4 originally, and now we've taken it out to a 2.7. So Ollie's did all my work, of course. They do all my work. And Tim took these out to fit the 2.7. We got the case savers in there, right? So it's just, I mean, everything's done. Alec, my powder coater, Alec he's been saying, hey, you know, let me, I'm doing a blue today. It'd be cool to do your engine stand. So he did an engine stand for me in blue. I mean, it's pretty a showpiece. It's kind of cool. Anyways, so here is the case. And as you can see, everything comes off this case. It's all machined, line board, everything is done. And there you go. I mean, it's a very sweet piece right there. And, you know, and it is the magnesium, as you can see. So we're going to build that up. That's getting built. Let's go over some of the parts for it. So, of course, we're going to do the tensioners on it. Carrera tensioners. There's the crank, intermittent. The push rods. Well, I say push rods because that's a 356 thing. But the oil return tubes, okay? These are brand new. They're about, say, what are they, about $80, I think, around $80 new for the set. And it's a good $80 because that's the way you want to go right there. That's solid, no oil leaks. That's what we want. So cam towers. Cam towers are the original cam towers to it. There's the other half of the cam tensioners. Here's oil cooler. Oil cooler was cleaned, pressure checked. Always does that for me. He's got a cover they put on it, pressure check it. It's really, you know, it's easy for them to do. We know it's good. Here's the through bolts. Everything's ready to go. Camshafts. The camshafts, we're running a 2021 grind, which I really like that camshaft. So here they are. We're running those. And this little, when you buy webcams, they give you this little book here, and it tells you where to set your valve overlap. So we'll set that up, and these are the newer type, so you got to run the bolt with the washer. We're not running these anymore. See, the difference is on that nose there. So there you go. That's everything on this table. All his hardware, he's going with a silver theme on the engine, and I had all his stuff done in silver, and that stuff is really cool looking, actually. Very cool looking. Here's the spacers for the case. Now, the spacers for the shim's on the cylinders, because this was line board. It is, they take 10 out on each side, 10 on each side to true it, put it together. That's the value you have to add when you're putting it back together. You can get into pretty good detail in that. That's the short of it is you got to shim it out to compensate what they've taken off. And then if the heads have had something taken off the heads, that value needs to be added also. It's a very mathematic thing. You kind of figure that out as you go along here. Anyhow, so let's go to here. There's the rest of the silver plating that's going on the engine. The fan was done. Richard Dick did the fan assembly. That's beautiful. We're going to run ARP rod bolts, of course. Here's the chain boxes. Chain boxes, when they come back from Ollie's, they've obviously have a beautiful finish on them. And these here, which was factory, will have a it's almost an epoxy plug. It's not a plug. It's just kind of laid on there. So you can use the JB Weld Quick is what I use. You mix them half and half, put them on there where those shafts come out, and that will keep the oil from just kind of seeping or sweating out of there. So when you do these, make sure you do that. Bearings, there's the hardware, some of the hardware for the motor, and last here's the heads. Heads are all done. I got ended up with new valves on all the heads. Those are really sweet. Okay, beautiful job on those. And I did go to a 2.7 head, and that is a, let's see, what year do we got there? 76. Okay, so 2.7 heads there. Now, here, this port on the exhaust for the 2.7 Smog Spider, they sell plugs for these little Allen plugs. So we got to get a set of those to plug that bottom up there. Or else you start it up and it sounds like crazy loud and you're like, something's wrong. Well, that's the plug. You got to remember to plug those up. And then there's the rods. The rods are all done, bushed, all good. What else can I tell you about that? I mean, this stuff is, I'll do a build still picture of this stuff when it goes together, but you can see the guy that's doing my heads now is amazingly doing these heads. I mean, he does a beautiful job on them. So Cisco, thank you, Cisco, on my heads. He's doing a beautiful job on those. And you can see I've got them all lined up here, ready to roll for all the other motors. So anyhow, so that's kind of what's going on. We're going to start building Eric's motor this weekend. This weekend actually is Labor Day weekend here in Havasu. I got the boat out because we've been, hitting the lake. But this weekend, I don't go on the water. We might go walk the channel. It's too nuts on the water. A lot of guys, they come here and think like there's no rules here, but there is rules. And if you don't follow the rules, it could cost you your life. It's just serious, and it really sucks to be on my pool deck watching the sheriff boats looking for somebody in the water, and that is just an eerie feeling, and it does happen because people do dumb things. Let's not do that. So anyhow, so we do stay off the water this big weekend. We do walk the channel. It's fun. It's fun to watch the show. But that's what we're doing. So anyways, I got a little project. It's kind of cool. I'm building I've got a 912 there on the stand, and it's going really, really far. Like it's a build I'm doing for a very far place. So what I'm doing is I'm building a run stand, so I can run that motor, set it up without putting it in my dune buggy to test it. The dune buggy is set up pretty nice right now. We are going to do a video on that. It's just been so damn hot to drive around in that thing. So I am going to do a run test stamp. So Sean over at California Motorsports, I gave him a call when he brought this trans over, and I said, hey, do you happen to have a blank 914 case so I can run my motors? And all I'm going to do is cut it up. So he actually brought me one. It's right here. This is the case we're going to cut, and we're going to cut it right across here, and I'm going to follow down into here, So we're going to end up with just this piece so that it'll hold the starter on the stand so I can do a startup on these. And then I ordered a box off of eBay, a start box. I'll share that with you when it gets here. And this start box got oil light, generator light. Also has the push button for the starter, on and off switch, oil pressure lights, the wiring, everything's in there. And it's a small little unit, and it's $100, $109, and it's the way to go to me. So you don't have to run all these crazy wires. It's quite a bit of stuff to do, and it's all loose and hanging around. So I think this will be a really clean way to go about it. So we're going to be doing running that motor on the stand when we get to build that. That motor is going to be quite a build, and I want it to ship out perfect. So anyhow, so that's why we're making that stand. So anyways, all right, well, that's going to be me checking in this time around. The Carrera, we're going to be installing that motor now. Actually, right now, it's like 10:30, I think. We've got 809 subscribers, and I know that everybody that is subscribed is watching this channel. Summer's a little hard for me. We like to play out in the water a little bit, well, actually a lot, and it's really hot to run the cars here. It's 110. You run the cars out here, there's no AC in most of them, so it's hard to do videos out here on that. The dune buggy I'm dying to do a video on, and it's in the trailer right now. We're getting really close. I'm replacing a fuel pump on it. I'm really happy with everything on it so far. So very excited to do that. I've got the 904 to do a video on. I've got a 911R that we did a while back to do a video on. These are really good cars to do videos on. So The time is coming, the season is coming to do all those things, okay? All right, well, I'm gonna stop talking. Subscribe to my channel, help us out. And if you guys need any parts, I've got a lot of parts I could sell. Weird stuff, good stuff, easy, common stuff. Or if you just starting a project and you want a little help on where to buy things or what you should buy to do it or what's required or what's not required, let me know. Hit me in my, send me a comment, send it out, and I'll do what I can for it. And also, I want to share a couple books with you guys, because some of you guys I know that you're watching my stuff, and it's really cool, and I really appreciate it. And I'm all about trying to do this stuff yourself or getting it as much knowledge as you can to attempt to do it. And I've got a few books that I believe that are the best books to kind of go at these motors easy and like you can understand it, put it that way. And another one just came out by Cole for the 356, which is, you can only get manuals. There really wasn't a book out there with instructions and pictures that show you kind of step by step to do these motors. And it just came out, and I just bought it just because I have a great library, and I thought, well, it's kind of a neat book. It's on eBay, 39 bucks, completely and totally worth it. The other book I use is Wayne Dempsey's. I bought Wayne Dempsey's in 2003, when I think that's when, or 2, when it just came out. Wayne signed it and sent it off to me. And I still go through that book, and you can still go through it, and just so you kind of keep an order of what you're doing. But it's a very good book to look up and get ideas. Even if somebody else is building your motor, you can get ideas of and kind of more understand the procedure. So I'll show those to you. Check these out. Okay. So, here's the 964. This is a very good 964 book. This is the one I was telling you about. This is by Cole. And Cole did a nice job on this one. And this book it's a lot of pictures, and it shows you from the beginning to the end of it. And it's really good. That's a good book, because before we had is stuff like this. This is a good book too. But I don't know, I kind of like pictures and stuff like that. So that one just coming out is great. And here's his 911 book. This is also very good to do. But this one here is my complete and total go-to. And just reading this is really good. If you're going to build a motor or get one done, just go ahead and get this one. You can get it. See, it's 03 right there. Yeah. So you can get this on eBay. That's a really good one. Okay. Stoddard books are great because they have all the parts, the part numbers, and there's a lot of diagrams, which is really good for their, for a catalog to say. And if you can believe this is an old Performance Products, which is also good for part numbers and stuff like that. And the thing with this is you look at the prices, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And this, I don't know. Okay, when is the date on this? I don't see a date on there. This is an old one. Anyway, I don't know if you guys remember that. That's they were in Van Nuys. They were right up the street from Dave at TRE, where he is now, Washner. So anyway, those are my kind of books that I kind of keep around here. Like I said, this 356 one's really exciting because that just came out, and that's a good one. So anyways, okay, well, I've talked enough. Anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'm going to jump on this Carrera, wrap it up, like I said, tonight, hopefully starting it up. Maybe we'll do a video on this car when it's done. Actually, I'd like to do a video on this car when it's done because it's really a nice car. Get it on the ground again and drive it. So, all right. Can't think of anything else on that car. Oh, the motor, the trans on the 3.2, the G50, always update. Matter of fact, you got to always update the throw-out fork shaft, okay? It comes with needle bearings like this. This is what it comes with, okay? They're needle bearings. You pop these out, get rid of those. It'll come with a new shaft, and put a bushings. It's a bushing kit. It operates really smooth, and it's a bronze oil impregnated bolt bushing that stays lubricated. and they're precision, they work great, and it's an upgrade you need to do. So, and what I'm talking about is that shaft right there. That's a kit, about 250 bucks. It's a kit. There's a shaft on the end of this nut here, this bolt, and that's what the fork pivots on. Let me show you here, watch. And there's your fork. There's the fork, and that's what that pivots on, is that cross shaft. And that's a must do for these transmissions. So anyhow, all right, guys. Well, I talked a lot today, and I can't say I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I'm gonna get on Eric's motor. This is gonna be a really super cool motor. Eric, we're looking at it real quick here. So anyways, all right. I'm excited to do a video on his car, like I said. Anyways, you guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Hit your like, subscribe. Any questions, hit me up. Talk to you later. Bye.